멈춰 너의 움직임 우리 잘 맞는 것 같아 girl it kinda seems like we got chemistry same energy I can see us make
Hi guys, how are ya? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you been? Welcome back to Mr. P. And of course, I decided to come outside and the gardeners are going crazy. Anyway, mug of the day. This has to be like my 4th cup of coffee today. Hot. Anyway, with all the horrible weather we've been having in California lately, I think there's more to come. It is a beautiful day out here. Gorgeous. The pool is full of leaves because of that tree. So it is nice out here. It's been rainy, it's been cold, it's been extremely windy. So I'm gonna go back inside because all this noise. So give me a minute. There's the girls, Miss Sophie and Miss Molly. I am home today, working from my home office. So, wow, that was really loud. So, I've been in my office since about 6 this morning, getting some stuff done. I needed a break. I do have a call in a bit, but I'm gonna come on and check in with you guys and, let you know that I missed you guys. I really missed you guys. Look, catch-all. It's all catch-alls again, so let me set you guys up to where you don't see the mess in my office, and we'll talk about what I've been doing. Okay, I think I've got you guys all set up. I'm not sure. Kind of a weird angle, but we'll go with it. Anyway, how you guys doing? I've missed you guys. Happy New Year. Last time I came on, I believe, was the Christmas swap with Chaos for Karen. So that was the last time I was on, I believe. It's been a very busy year. Hold on. That was work. I feel like I work more from home than I do when I actually go to the office. So anyway, back to what I've been doing. I went on a cruise. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that. I don't remember. Work brain kicked in. Anyway, I went on a cruise, you guys. I went on a cruise. It was great. I absolutely loved it. I loved every minute of it. So I'll just tell you about it because why not? When COVID hit, I and some friends had a cruise booked, which we would be leaving in May in 2020. But at the end of March, all sailings were canceled due to the pandemic. So our cruise obviously was canceled, and we had the option of taking a future credit or just getting a full refund. Well, as paranoid as I am, I honestly didn't think that most of the cruise lines would survive the shutdown. There were some smaller ones that were sold and taken over and whatnot. But, a lot of the major ones, they stuck around. However, they were losing billions with a B on a monthly basis from having their ships docked. which in and of itself was a complete nightmare, because where do you dock all these ships throughout the world? So anyway, I'm not a cruise expert, so I won't be talking about that. I'm talking about my trip. Anyway, we didn't end up going on the cruise, obviously. And when all these restrictions started being lifted, we started talking about going on another one, going on a cruise. I think I was the one who was much more hesitant to hop on a ship already. So we did keep pushing it back and keep pushing it back. Well, in November, we found a great deal, because I'm all about the deals. So we booked something for March, and we went, and it was amazing. We went on Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas, which is, I think it's their largest ship. I don't really know. Anyway, massive ship, beautiful ship. It was great. We did a Eastern Caribbean. We went to 3 ports. It was a 7-day cruise, 8-day cruise, 7 nights, or 6 nights, 7 days. I don't remember. Actually, I might have the documentation here. This is why I need to take time off, because I can't remember anything. So, no, it's not on here. Anyway, I flew into Miami on Friday, or the ship left on Saturday. I was originally going to go in on Thursday, but things were so hectic, I couldn't do it. So I had to change my flight. Had to pay, that change fee. Wasn't able to cancel the hotel room for the night, so I had to pay for it. But flew there without a hitch. It was fine. Got to the hotel. When I got to the hotel, everyone was already there. And I literally had time to go up, freshen up really quick, and then go down to dinner, which was great. Loved it. Beautiful. That's where I found out that they started traveling on Thursday, and from Ohio, well, they live in Ohio, but from Detroit Airport, it took them 16 hours to get down to Miami. Their flight was canceled, and then in order to keep traveling, they booked all these different legs, but it took them 16 hours to get there. So they were exhausted when they arrived on Thursday. They thought they had a free day. They didn't. And then most of Friday, they were just recovering. And then when I got there in the evening, we went to dinner. They invited some family friends on the trip, which I had met previously many years ago. So, I'm there with my friends, and I'm there with these people, and I've determined they're not my favorite people. If I don't travel with them ever again, I'm okay with that. There's just some people that rub you the wrong way, and they rubbed me the wrong way for many reasons. Entitlement, mostly. But, anyway, I had a good time. So we did that. On Saturday, we got a bus to the port of Miami for Royal Caribbean. I had heard that it's a nightmare through that port. We had no problem. We got dropped off. Someone came and grabbed our bags. We walked in, showed our ID. They took a picture of us. We went in. It was no problems whatsoever. Obviously, our rooms weren't ready. I think we got on the ship at about 10:30, and our rooms weren't ready until 1:30, but it gave us some time to explore. Well, the first thing we did explore was the buffet. It was so good. It was so good. And then they had a Mexican restaurant on there, and we went and checked that out as well. You know, did some walking around, just checking things out until our rooms were ready. We all got we also logged into the app, you know, which has your itinerary, your ledger, the daily schedule of things. Everything was on there. It was amazing. It was a good app. So we did that. Our rooms were ready. We went up. We unpacked. I stayed in a balcony room, but not looking over the ocean. I got a balcony room overlooking the Central Park neighborhood, which was quiet. It was good. I really enjoyed it. We went on Symphony of the Seas. I think I already said that. If you go on to YouTube, does anyone use Yahoo anymore? Anyway, go on to YouTube, search Symphony of the Seas through Royal Caribbean, and look at one of their tours. This ship was massive. I actually watched a ship tour on YouTube when I came back, and I realized that I didn't see half of the ship. And I was on it for 7 days. Didn't see half of it. Food, amazing. Everything was seasoned well, which I didn't expect, because when you're cooking for so many people, thousands of people, it's really hard to get everyone's taste buds. So I expect the food to be sort of bland on things like that. No, not bland at all. Perfectly seasoned. Temperature of everything was really good. The desserts were really good. They have some specialty dining restaurants on board. I'd name them, but you know, unless I took a picture of it, which I didn't take many pictures or videos, which I'm actually kind of bummed about. But I also wasn't planning on doing a video on it. I wanted to spend the time with the friends, and that is what was important to me at the time. So I did take some, and I'll insert those throughout here. But one of the specialty dining restaurants is called Wonderland, which sort of has a Alice in Wonderland theme. So, and it's, how do I explain it? The food it's experimental. Yeah, let's do that. Experimental. There were a lot of things that I did not eat, did not try, but that was because they were heavy on the seafood side of things, and I don't do seafood. But presentation, amazing. The effects, amazing. The drinks were good. Yeah, I'm not, I do alcohol. I don't, turn that away. It was all good. When we sat down, we had these little picture frames and a paintbrush on our table. And you had to wet the brush and then paint the menu. And that's when it would appear. So I thought that was really cool. Desserts were good. I mean, it was just really good food. But that was a specialty restaurant, which meant we paid to eat there. It was like $50 a person. It was worth it. I mean, I was hungry after I left, but again, it was mostly seafood, so I didn't touch it. But I mean, the food in the main dining room, I hear was great. I never stepped foot into the main dining room. The food at the buffet was great. They had Johnny Rockets there. They had a sports bar. What's it called? I don't know. But that food was really good. The wine bar was good. They had cafes. It was just, anything we ate was just good. Like, it was, I mean, it's not fine dining, but it wasn't bland. It was flavorful, and you were full when you left, and it was cooked well. So food was amazing. We did spend a lot of time at the art shows. There were some pieces that I picked up to add to the cartoon collection theme I have going. So I picked up some more of those, and when those come in, I'll show you. I also got some additional pieces to put up on some of my walls because they're so bare. Did that. But anyway, our first day we were out at sea. We just hung out at lounges and just, oh, by the way, the pizza, to die for. It was open all the time. Or at least every time we walked by, it was open. It was great. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Loved it. So, I wish I took better pictures or more pictures or video. But anyway, our first port of call was Saint Martin. Beautiful. I love islands. I just love being on an island, and it was nice. We didn't, however, leave the port. We just stayed on the port. Again, we just hung out and just caught up, and it wasn't really a trip for us to go see anything. If that makes any sense. We were just enjoying our company, and that's what we did. But, you know, of course, we got some shopping in and some food and stuff. But, you know, so Saint Martin. And then that night, we were going to go to the main dining room for dinner. But by the time we got back and we got ready, we didn't want to do that. So we literally went up to the buffet and we just grabbed the most random food, right? Again, it was all good. So did that, you know, we stared out the window, we walked around, checked out some of the events going on, like game shows and, you know, whatever. We're just walking around. It was a good time. It was a really good time. We had a really good time. So St. Martin was beautiful. Weather was amazing. Then we went to St. Thomas. At St. Martin, after we left, we're like, oh, we didn't go to the airport. We wanted to do that airport experience with the planes are coming in really low and the jet blast blows you into the sand. But we didn't think about it. It's okay, it just means we have to go back. So the following day, we stopped in St. Thomas. Also equally beautiful. Did we get off? We did. Again, we just stayed at the port. Some of the ladies went to do some shopping. So that was cool. We got some food and, just hung around the port. I mean, just to get off the ship for a bit. We came back. We did have, that was the night we did the Wonderland restaurant, which again was great. And then we just hung out in Central Park mostly in the evenings because it was quieter. And they had a really nice trellis bar there, which is really good. And the wine bar was just down the alleyway a little bit. So we did that. Yeah, it was good. I miss it. I really miss it. I miss that I'm home. We did that. And then the following day, I can't remember. I think it was a sea day. And, we mostly did spas. Just relax. They had the Vitality Spa, which is amazing. The service was just phenomenal from everyone on the ship. The crew was just fantastic, I have to say. Like, I'm the first one to, I don't want to say I'm the first one to complain about. I noticed bad service immediately. I didn't get that from anybody. I mean, everyone was super friendly. They were happy to be there. That's the impression I got. Anyway, so the service was just phenomenal. It didn't matter where you went. It was just phenomenal. We did spend some time in the casino, which was great. And because of that, I was offered a free cruise. So I'm going to be going again in September. But I think doing Western Caribbean that time. And then, so bonus right there, free cruise. Yes, please. So, casino was great. Art was great. They had an ice skating rink. We watched some people ice skate. We didn't watch the show. Again, we didn't catch any shows. By the time we thought about it, it was just, we just couldn't be bothered by it. What else? And then on the last port of call, it was Perfect Day at Coco Cay. phenomenal. It was their private island. Some things were closed, but you kind of got the gist of the island. It was a little windy, I have to admit, but it's beautiful. It was island life. Like, what's there to complain about? It was amazing. I loved it. All the different beaches, all the different areas. We did not go into the water park. We just wanted a beach day. So while most of them were out in the sun, getting sunburned, I wasn't. I was either grabbing food, I was walking on the water, it was just beautiful, relaxing. I was disconnected, which was really good. So, and then, we spent the last day just being like, oh, we should do this again, and yada, yada, yada. So, we have another one scheduled for March of 2020. 2020. Catch up with the times, man. So we have another one scheduled for March of 2024. So that's 2 cruises I have to look forward to. And because I'm a little cheeky, on at the end of this month, no, we're still in March. At the end of April, I'm going on a cruise down to Mexico, and I am taking my mother, my father, my sister, and my nephew, who have never been on cruises. So I think if I get them to like it, I may go more often, because even though I went with friends, I still went as a solo traveler. Well, for me to go by myself, I still pay for 2 people because, they charge by the room, not really by the person. So, which I'm fine with doing, but for the same price, if I can take somebody else with me, why wouldn't I? So that opens up 4 people that I can, go for, especially for like short weekend trips or whatever. So that's 3 I have coming up. So the one at the end of April is Carnival Cruise Line. September is Royal Caribbean, because they're the ones that gave me the free cruise. And then the one in March is also Royal Caribbean. So, yeah. So that's what I've been doing. Doing some traveling a little bit. The weather has been so bad here that the RV's been parked. So I can't wait to take that thing out again. So we got some summer weekend plans that I'd like to get done. And my parents, will be gone during that time too. So it'll be much easier for me to just hop in with the dogs and head out for the weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. The barn is still in the exact same spot, in the exact same what's the word I'm looking for? Not situation. It still hasn't been touched. There we go. It just hasn't been touched. It's there. So, that's another thing you have to think about. So, anyway, I just wanted to say hello. I know it's been like 30 minutes or something, but you know me, I just blab and blab and blab and blab. So, thanks for watching. I hope you're all doing well. And I've got some cool things coming up. We're going to be playing up the heart smile thing quite a bit. So, anyway, you guys have a good one. It's good seeing you. I mean, not seeing you, but you know what I mean. I just want to thank all of you that have reached out to check in on me. Yes, I'm alive. I am okay. Just busy or unmotivated, or just relaxing. And when I relax, I am now disconnecting. So there's that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. And most importantly, don't forget to go out and make a heart smile today. We could all use one. Bye.